The next most important priority is surely a toilet. A conventional flush loo requires a lot of water and then somewhere to deposit it, such as a septic tank. In the interest of, first of all, keeping water consumption down as low as possible, and secondly, keeping the impact on the land, so digging a really big hole and casting a huge concrete box or a massive plastic tank, I decided on the very simplest, which is called a bucket toilet. I'm sure it wouldn't be to everybody's liking, but I've had no problem with it at all. The principle of a bucket toilet is that you use some kind of biodegradable material such as leaves or wood chips or sawdust in a conventional bucket with a toilet seat, and every time you go to the toilet you simply cover over with some of this biodegradable material until the bucket is full. Then you take the bucket out and take it to some composting bins outside. The construction of the bucket toilet was out of shutterboard. I first designed it up in AutoCAD. Curving the wood like this was quite fun. I first cut a whole lot of grooves in the wood. Wetting the wood actually bent this curve. The shape of the opening cut out with a jigsaw, and this is essentially what it looks like. You use it in the conventional way. That's to access the bucket below, and there you can see that's a 20-litre bucket. And this is how I used the toilet for a good couple of months. And then it was lockdown time back in March of 2020, with me spending full days at home as opposed to only some of my time at home and then the rest at the office. I was noticing that the toilet was filling up a fair bit quicker, in particular with urine, and the bucket was actually getting quite heavy after a surprisingly short amount of time. I established that what can be used is what's known as a urine diverter. So it's a little section in the front portion of the toilet which collects your urine when you're sitting down, whether you're a man or a woman, and then diverts it away by means of a pipe. So I didn't have much in the way of materials, and of course all the shops were closed, so I just made it up from what I had lying around, which was aluminium sheet. So this was quite an interesting 3D exercise. I took the opportunity to slightly modify the toilet and then get it painted as well. This is with undercoat. And the only enamel paint that I had available was this black paint. So yeah, a funky black toilet. I had to cut a hole through the steel floor of the shipping container, and this is the completed toilet with the urine diverter in place. The big bucket wouldn't fit now because of the urine diverter, so I used a smaller bucket which has worked just fine. This is a collar that I made up so that the pipe doesn't pull out the bottom of the toilet. This is a photograph from inside the toilet, and there you can see the smaller bucket with some vegetation in it. Once that bucket is full, it then gets removed and taken to these drums outside for composting to happen. The idea is to fill up the one and then to let it mature and then fill up the other. This compost can be used for vegetables. However, I have decided not to use it for vegetables because when I have an excess of vegetables, I of course will be giving my vegetables away to friends and family, and I don't think that they would be terribly happy with the idea of human manure, as it's called, being used on those vegetables. So I've decided to keep this compost separate, so I'll just use it elsewhere in the garden. There are holes at the bottom of the drums. That is for the leachate to leak out. It's a simple roof to keep the rain out. So this is the pipe from the urine diverter, and this then goes into that hole which will become the banana circle. More of that in a future video. Thank you so much for watching. I have a favor to ask of you. If you can think of anything that I haven't covered, please let me know in the comments below, and I shall fix that little problem with a video dedicated to you. To watch a new video, click here. To watch a playlist, click right here. If you think you'll enjoy watching videos about my alternative lifestyle, and I think you will, hit that subscribe button. I also have a comedy channel which I think you will enjoy. For that you can click up here. Please like or don't like. I upload a new video every Wednesday.